I once wrote a program that almost doubled my data entry. I figured out the data entry system had an API, and I had worked there for 2 years, so I knew the data inside and out. My error rate went down from 3% to way less than 1%. I did this for a few months before I felt confident enough to tell a buddy in IT who tried to gain support, but I ended up getting in trouble, and they made me stop using it. Period. We did it the slow way for 6 months until the company was bought, and they fired the data entry department because they had their own people. Yoga pants weren't allowed in my high school. Oh, and we also weren't allowed to bring backpacks into class, but we all had classes all over the school and a 4-minute passing period. So you had to run to your locker, also not allowed, get the books for your next class, and haul ass back to class. Then, of course, you're also not allowed to pee during class, so basically you're screwed. My principal in school hated me. Our school had 2 critical rules for this next story. 1. Any item on school grounds is subject to search without notice. That's how it read. 2. No staff or teacher may ever make physical contact with a student or contact with any item the student may be holding. I had my friends spread some rumors that I had a knife in my backpack. I didn't. I was called in the principal office with the backpack for search. I handed it over. As they are going through my things, I grab her purse and begin going through it. I reminded them of the 2 rules and how they had written the rules. I then proceeded to spend the next 20 minutes going through her purse. She was angry and called my mom. My mom hated this woman. My mom then asked, "Well, did Nick break any rules?" She goes, "No, but it's rude of him." To which my mom responded, "As you said last week when he got detention for being 30 seconds late to class, a rule is a rule." She then tried to say I had threatened the school with a knife. I had not. To which I reminded her that I had told no one that I had a knife. Nor did I threaten anyone with a knife. The reason why she thought I had a knife was because someone told her they thought I had a knife, but gave no info how they came to this conclusion. She said same thing. I said, "It's not." I won. Not really a school rule, but our cheerleader and pom squad's uniforms don't follow our school dress code. Too short, midriff showing. They get to wear them on game days, but God forbid your shorts hemline is above your fingertips. My high school blocked Google on all computers for a week because you might be able to get to a porn site with it. Too many of the teachers complained, so they ended up just blocking Google Images. They also didn't block running executables on any of the machines, so I don't know what they were thinking. I used to work at Elephant Auto Insurance, and they are ridiculous about their timestamps. For example, let's say you work the phones. You are a telemarketer, and your schedule is from 8 to 5 every day. You are allowed one 15-minute break at 10:30. You are allowed your lunch at 1 o'clock, and you are allowed one more 15-minute break at 3:30. If you are 1 minute late coming back from any of those 3 things, you are immediately written up. They have some weird system with write-ups that I don't quite remember, but I'll try my best to get the gist down. Your first warning was just verbal. No biggie. Employee, quit doing that. If you are written up a second time, I believe it gets a little more serious with a true write-up, like with paper. The 3rd time will be your final warning, and anything beyond that results in immediate removal from your not all that comfortable chair. In my current high school engineering class, we must write in pen, and we must write on graph paper, 1 letter to a box. It doesn't seem so bad until you realize that a word like engineering would stretch halfway across the paper, and you have to budget your letters so you don't have to write in the margins. At my high school, we weren't allowed to wear coats in class. This shouldn't have been an issue. Except when the school was built, it was open concept, and when they walled it off, some rooms had no heating/cooling and others had enough heating/cooling for the whole floor. In the winter, the chemistry room was so cold you could see your breath, and the biology room next door was so hot that anything more than a t-shirt left you feeling overheated. Vice versa in the summer, though to a lesser extent. Over 100 seniors at my high school jumped into the school pool today in the middle of the school day. They all got suspended. So basically the entire senior class has a 3-day weekend now. Stupid on the part of the principal. From 1st to 8th grade, my school system, instead of using the common grading system of 0, 100, 50 below is an F, 60, 69 is a D, etc., had a system of grading based on the numbers 1, 4, The system was put into place so kids wouldn't feel bad about themselves if they did bad because 1 is better than 0. Overall, this absolutely screwed up how kids see grading. Getting a 2 was still failing, and getting a 3 was comparable to a 60/80. If you didn't get a 4 on anything, you were essentially screwed over for high school. Also, they took out dodgeball, WTF.